All right, we have made our way into Jamrich Hall. We're walking now down to one of the lobbies to show you where the clothing swap will be taking place coming up. But we have Taryn Anderson with us now. She's with Eco Reps here on campus. First of all, what is Eco Reps?
Eco Reps is a peer-to-peer sustainability organization, and we aim to educate students on economic, social, and environmental sustainability.
So what are some of the projects that you've done here while you've been a part of the group?
So we do workshops. We try and do 2 a month. Some of them we did last year was like eco-bricking, and we also talk a lot about recycling.
Okay, all right, okay. I think we can kind of take a pause. We were walking real fast to get here, but I think this is the right, over here. Oh, clothing swap bin, okay.
Oh, perfect.
So what is this?
The clothing swap is a bin that was started by a green fund, and we collect clothes to divert it from the landfill.
So I was thinking it was an event. It's not. It's something that's happening all the time.
Yes, so we collect clothes all the time, and then we do 2 a semester where we lay clothes out and people can just come and take and also get rid of clothes at the event.
So if I'm cold today, can I go in there and look for a sweatshirt, or does it not work quite like that?
Yeah, so you can always come and check what's in it.
Very cool.
That's a really cool thing. I've never seen this at a school before. I've only seen me taking things from the lost and found that, it looks like it's been there for a couple months and doesn't have an owner. So this is like a legit clothing swap.
This is how you've been living your life, but it's real.
But it's real.
It's real. Do you see a lot of students taking part in these activities?
I do, yeah. So we also have one in the quad, which is the other dorms, and it's like nice when you like walk past to see people kind of like looking through it or like putting clothes in it even.
Does this kind of change your mentality when you go shopping and when you just kind of live outside of campus and when you're just thinking about your own life and your own impact?
Yes, for sure, because I like know when I go to a store that like I'm not gonna wear wearing.
Sure.
But it's like also nice to know that if I do have something that I'm not gonna wear, I have a place to put it that's not the landfill.
Yeah, very cool.
Are there a lot of students involved in the Eco Reps organization, and what kind of growth are you seeing in terms of planning things for campus?
There is. So this year we have had a bigger group come to our weekly meetings, and it's nice because there's so many ideas being generated about what we can do this year and different projects and how to get the campus involved as well.
All right, well, this has been a big show. I kind of want to pull it all together and wrap things up. Can we have Kathy and Jess come back with us? Don't go anywhere because we might have some more questions for you. But over here, you know, we've talked to a lot of students. We've looked at a lot of projects, certainly not everything happening here on campus. But as you listen to them talk about their experience and light up with what's been going on, for you as a leader here on campus, what does that do for you?
Oh, that greatly inspires me to continue the work that is getting appreciated and noticed and benefiting the students. They've really been the grassroots efforts of all of these, the ideas that they come forward with, and it just really warms my heart to hear how much they benefit from it and appreciate it.
Yeah. Jess, for you?
Oh, it's the same. Having been a student at Northern a while ago, I know this is a place where students matter and where students can leave a legacy. And so when I see these students come to us with these ideas, and sometimes we're like, I don't know how we would do that. And they're like, well, we do. This is this, that, and the other thing. And we're learning just as much from the students as they learn here at Northern. And I think that's what makes Northern really special. It's the kind of organization I'm super proud to be a part of because the work matters.
Right, and that every single time we come to campus or we do a show about campus, that's the one thing that always impresses me and that I love about Northern Michigan so much is that it's by the students, for the students. And you and I, we both went to a really big university. We went to Michigan State University. And unless I just, wasn't aware of all of these efforts by students happening on campus, I feel like we really didn't have those opportunities to make our mark in that way. Like we were being led by, leaders in their field telling us, teaching us, but it wasn't like students saying, hey, here's what I'm seeing from my perspective, from my point of view, putting it out there and getting that. So I think it's just a really cool thing to involve the students in that way. I think it's what makes Northern Michigan University so unique.
Yeah, very rarely do we do a show where students are involved in the show. It's always a mix of faculty, staff, and students, and that's really special.
But with that being said, these sustainability efforts, it's not just for the students, it's not just for campus, really. You want to have a more sustainable community. So what are some ways that viewers at home that we can be more sustainable, take these practices to our homes.
Look at more energy efficiency initiatives in your home. What I've learned, I'm learning about composting. I haven't done that myself prior, and so learning through all the processes that we're doing here on campus, you know, you can apply it to your daily life too and benefit your footprint. So the class that Jess had said, the badge, this Sustainable Citizen badge, I took that, and part of that course you enter a survey or answer these questions to determine what your sustainability footprint is, and I feel like I'm very conscientious about sustainability and really try my hardest, and I was like, wow, my impact is still 3 Earths. I'm like, oh no,
I do better.
I feel like we
can do better.
I feel like we can all if we took that survey, we'd probably be surprised.
I'd probably be mortified, actually. I'd like to think I would do better. But Taryn, what's your best advice for someone?
I think focusing on recycling is a really big thing, and learning about the different organizations around you, such as like places where you can recycle like razors or like blister packets from contacts. Like, it's like nice to know that if you can't recycle that in your house, there's places around you that you can go and recycle it.
That's a great one. I learned through interviewing someone at the recycling plant that I can send in my contact, all my plastic contact things, which was great. I was excited about that.
Jess, I want to go back to you and your reaction to when we were talking about if we took this survey. You were like, oh no. I mean, I feel like we could all be doing better, but maybe if we take this survey, maybe we shouldn't freak out at the results so much and instead just try to look to the future.
Yeah, I don't feel like anyone changes their behavior out of fear. I want people to know, like, have hope. Like, there are so many things today that couldn't be done before, that if we use new technology and we use innovation, we can solve a lot of the problems that we've made for ourselves. And I think waste is the biggest one. And so sorting your trash, properly recycling, learning to compost, and these are things you can do at home, and it's just a matter of getting into the routine. And you start doing little things, and then you realize, oh, maybe I can install some solar panels on my camp, or maybe I can raise chickens, or maybe you start to
Maybe I can raise chickens. Yes, that's where I'm at in my life.
Maybe I don't have to mow the lawn ever.
I'm also a big fan of no mow May.
Yeah,
in my neighbor didn't like it, but
just, you can start to break out of the system that you were raised in and do things so you live lighter on the planet, and you'll have a lighter heart knowing that your impact is not going to trouble the next generation.
You can take a baby step, you can take a big step, you can just take a step. That's
no mow
what
ever.
matters. That's right. No mow ever. All right, well, I want to thank you so much for doing this show with us and showing us so much of campus and all of your efforts. It's really incredible to see, and I'm excited to see where the next few years takes you, and we'll come back and do it again. Have a wonderful day. Maybe recycle something today.
Pick up some trash on the road if you see it. Hopefully you won't have to, but thanks again. Thanks for hanging out with us, Upper Michigan.